Thank you, Chris. Big fan. I did want to ask a question about the new phenomenon with the daily. So I was going to get. I met you yesterday, so You got a phone call, so I wanted to ask you in person. But the almost daily reports of female predators and pedophiles, and there seems to be a different narrative when it comes to female abusers. They call it affairs, a romantic relationship, when a female abuses a child and essentially is a pedophile, just the same as men are. But yet when it's a male as the victim, I'm curious, I don't believe you, have you ever caught a female? Do you target only men? And why do you think it's so hard to catch? Because we've seen how many female predators there are in the news every day. There's almost a new report of particularly teachers, but they're all in the community. How come it's hard to catch female predators online?
The experts tell us, the behavioral folks tell us, the therapists tell us that it's because when it comes to the female predator, they don't like the anonymity of the online engagement. It's happened. It's never happened in our investigation, but it has happened. And what you're more likely to see is what you alluded to, what we see virtually every week, which is a female teacher, teacher's assistant, counselor, therapist engaged in an inappropriate sexual relationship with underage boys. And society does view that. They don't like that. They like to know the victim, the target. And again, part of society views that as a little boy's fantasy, which is wrong because it is illegal and it has a very definite impact on this child's life. And why we see all these cases now, I have a couple of theories. One, I think in the criminal area, you often see what is being exploited on the porn sites. Every time we catch a predator, who's offended before, there's a very high likelihood that they've been associated with child porn. In some of these cases, there's for instance, a big rise in teacher schoolboy porn on these sites. There's a big hike in the amount of stepmom daughter porn and stepfather, which is crazy to think about, but it does, and I think that breeds some of this real life activity. And we see that in our state. But the female predators like to know their victim, target the victim, and